Hello everyone and welcome back to the One Stop Co-op Shop. We're going to start episode 2 of the House of Danger. Now, I got a bunch of comments about different places to go, but someone, actually I think 2 people, mentioned the pool. The pool was technically in the picture of our nightmare, so I think that might be the best idea. So we're going to go ahead and go to the pool. We'll have to raise our danger meter by 2 and then move to story card 23. This means we'll move up, still only needing to get a 3 or higher to pass any challenge, but we're 1 step away from going to a 4. It's obvious that nobody has cleaned the pool in ages. The water is murky green and the surface is littered with leaves and branches. Ripples pulse outward from the center of the pool. Out of nowhere, you hear a commotion. You look around and wonder if it's coming from inside the pool house and nearby. Then you see movement on top of a gazebo in the distance. Yeah, we saw that. Someone or something is engaged in a struggle up there. Maybe they need your help. Then again, if you offer assistance, you might end up needing help yourself. We have an optional challenge here to investigate the ripples in the pool. Now, we do have these binoculars. That gives us +2 to our roll, so I think let's go ahead and do it. We just need a higher than a 1, because if we get a 1, we will fail and lose these binoculars. Okay, we rolled a 3. We're good. If we win, we lower our danger meter by 2 and draw clue 8. Awesome! That means we can go ahead and move back down 2 spaces. That's wonderful. You walk down the steps into the water and see what's making the waves. A strange, whirring metal sphere, slightly bigger than a softball. You impulsively grab it. The sphere vibrates in your hand. There are 2 buttons on it. You press one, and nothing happens. You press the other button, the sphere continues to vibrate. Instinctively, you press both buttons at the same time. The sphere stops moving and begins to glow. Draw clue 21. We have the whirring metal sphere. Your psychic sense tells you this is an important item. Oh, cool. Keep this item, move forward 3 spaces on the psychic scale, and then finish story card 23. 3 spaces on the scale, 1, 2, 3. That is awesome. If I hadn't died, we'd be at level 2. So now we get to decide if we want to go to the pool house or if we want to head straight for the action at the gazebo. I was avoiding the gazebo before. I think I'm going to continue to do that. So let's go ahead and check out the pool house at 11. You can tell that the pool house was once quite luxurious. It contains half a dozen private rooms with showers, as well as an ornate mahogany bar in the common area. Ooh, I wonder if there's anything there. That'd be nice to have a drink. It must have been fun to hang out in this place in its glory days. Those thoughts fade as the sound of a disturbance erupts from the top of the gazebo. Golly, everything's about this gazebo in the distance. And now you can hear a lone violin playing a soothing melody. Here we have the gazebo. And let's see. We can either go and investigate the gazebo and go to story card 9 or follow the sound of the violin. I don't know. I think the gazebo is important. What do you guys think, considering this is like the 4th card that's talked about the gazebo? So let's go ahead and go to card 9. Let's just see it. Maybe I'll die. Here's the thing. I didn't realize we had already done card 9, so we kind of know what's going to happen here. I'm not going to reread this. If only we were at level 2, we could gain this clue 27. But that's not going to happen. We're 1 space away from having our psychic scale to level 2. I do think this time we're going to go ahead and climb to the top of the gazebo, because I don't really want to go to the end already. I think I got to check this out. You stand on the gazebo's railing, steadying yourself by gripping an ornate post holding up the roof. The rumblings above sounds and feels frightening. What are you getting yourself into? Reluctant to barge into the middle of this situation, you raise yourself just enough for a peek and discover that there's no one on the gazebo roof. The commotion is actually a large satellite dish, broken into 3 pieces. The big, jagged fragments are still connected to the base by wires, and the violent winds are spinning them in a circle with great force. Flailing wildly like an angry octopus, the satellite dish almost hits you in the face. You might be able to grab a piece zooming by. We have a required challenge here. We must attempt to grab a piece of the satellite dish. If we do, we gain clue 22. If we fail, we gain clue 17. And if you look here, I have nothing that's going to help us with this agility. So it's just going to be whatever we roll. Let's see. Okay. Oh, you guys can't see that, but I just rolled a 3. Let me push it there. There we go. Barely past that. You hold on to the top of the gazebo with one hand and time your lunge perfectly. You snag a chunk of the whirling satellite dish. The piece appears to be made by hand. An engraving on it reads, Planet of Crystals. Now we get to gain clue 7. Let's go ahead and grab that. We have satellite dish. Your psychic senses tell you that this is an important item. You look to your left and see a path to the driveway that might be the front of the house. You jump off the gazebo and run to check it out. Keep this item, move forward 1 space on the psychic scale. Yes! That gets us over to level 2. And we go to the end card, story card 30. This will push us up to 6. Totally worth it. Whoever suggested the pool, great idea. So now we have 3 more options on card 30. Do we want to go to the ditch, the cemetery, or to the statuary? I had 2 people suggest the cemetery. Why the heck not? I don't think we're ready to move on just yet, but we might need to soon. First thing we have to do, though, is raise our danger meter by 2 again. Passing between a pair of stone angels, you enter an old family cemetery. There's a marble mausoleum in the center of the cemetery. A short set of stairs leads into the shadowy interior. Oh, do you really want to walk in there? I mean, really? Next to where you stand, a freshly dug grave yawns in the pale sunlight. It's unsettling to think of climbing into it, but you see something shiny embedded in the dirty walls. Okay, so looking here, both look insanely ominous. It says here, if you enter the mausoleum, go to card 5. If you enter the open grave, go to story card 16. Well, I don't know about you, but I do have a feeling that going into a grave might be our grave. I mean, if I was going to check out those vines that killed me last time, I don't think I want to do that. Honestly, I don't even know if I want to check out the mausoleum, but I have to. Let's go ahead and do it. The mausoleum interior feels musty and cool. Something is dripping from the ceiling and landing in the corner with a blink, which is a bit odd, given that it hasn't started raining yet. You also notice the mausoleum is bigger on the inside than the outside suggests. A stone sarcophagus lies before you in the center of the chamber with the word Marston carved into it. It appears that others have been in the mausoleum recently. There's a freshly dug pit to the side of the sarcophagus, and an elaborate tunnel has been dug into the ground beside the nearby wall. You can see that the tunnel is lined with cement. We have 2 optional challenges. We could search around the sarcophagus or try and remove the stone lid on the sarcophagus. Definitely not going to remove the stone lid. Come on. Who do you think I am? I'm not going to open that up and have some sort of zombie kill me. No. We can search around it. We've got our binoculars. All we need to do is roll more than a 1. Okay? Let's see. Oh, gosh. I'm terrible at rolling it in screen. But that was definitely a 4. So we have passed. We'll draw clue 23. You find a large wooden dowel. Your psychic sense tells you this is an important item. Golly, I love my psychic sense. Keep this item. Move forward 1 space on the psychic scale. Finish story card 5. 1 space puts us up to 7. Nice! If you climb into the pit, go to story card 16. If you travel through the tunnel, go to story card 28. Both sound terrible. I don't really want to climb into a pit, because I'm pretty sure I'm going to die if I climb into a pit. But if I go into that tunnel, I bet you the walls are going to close in. Oh, man. Let's go ahead and do the tunnel. Let's do card 28. You creep through the darkness and find the cement walls end as a natural stone and earth begin. Occasional vents to the surface let in just barely enough light to see by. Ahead you glimpse the warm firelight of torches. You come to a fork in the tunnel, lit by the dancing flames. One tunnel descends deeper and is half filled with water. You could swim through it, but you can't see where the tunnel leads or how far it goes. Another tunnel looks partially caved in. Tiny clumps of earth periodically fall from the ceiling as you approach this tunnel, and several of the supports that hold the walls up have gaping cracks in them. That looks just lovely. So we can either, if you dive into the water-filled tunnel, go to story card 22. If you explore the partially collapsed tunnel, go to story card 16. I'm still leaning towards the water-filled because, I mean, you're going to have a partially collapsed tunnel collapse on you. So let's check out the water. Mustering all the courage you can, you dive into the watery tunnel. There's just enough room in the tunnel above the water for you to lift your head between strokes and take a breath. Eventually, the tunnel drops lower and lower until it's completely submerged underwater. You hold your breath, dive down, and look around. After about 30 feet, the tunnel opens up to a bigger body of water, a pond or pool with sunlight beaming into it. You pop up for air. Well, I've come this far, you think. You're ready to take a chance. You're ready to chance it. Why not? You take a deep breath and dive back down. You get 10 feet in, 15 feet in, 20 feet in. Just as you're about to exit the underwater tunnel, something tugs on your left leg. You can't tell if it's an animal or if you're caught in an underwater vine. Well, it looks like we have a required challenge. We need to fight to escape. It says if we win, we draw clue 20. If we fail, we raise our danger meter by 4. Oh my goodness. So we do have our pocket knife. That's going to give us +1. So we just need to roll a 2 or higher. Let's... Oh, you can't see that, can you? That is a 2. Just barely. 2 + 1 is 3. Enough to pass this. The thing, whatever it is, wraps more tightly around your leg. It's pulling you down. Another tendril, or tentacle, slides around your neck. You pry it off, and with the last of your strength, you give a powerful kick, and you're free. Just like that, the thing is gone. You emerge into a swimming pool with a lush pool house next to it. We're going to the pool where we were just at. We get to lower the danger meter by 2 and go to story card 23. Well, that's pretty amazing. We get to go ahead and put that down here, but you know what? We're back at the pool. We just got to the pool. I don't know. I think let's go back to the main story card, and I would totally say that going to the cemetery was not worth it because all we did was get ourselves covered in water, have to try and escape. So I think what we're going to do is I think we're going to go ahead and stop here. And let me know if you think we should do the ditch or the statuary, or we can just go ahead and move on to the story number 2. I think I'm going to keep doing this at least another video. So if you guys want to see some of 2, then that might be a good idea. But if you think we have something that we're missing at the statuary or at the ditch, let me know, and then we can go ahead and do a little bit more of chapter 1. Thank you all so much for watching. I will see you at the next stop.